Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn GCP with Mahesh. Today we'll see three useful GCP resources for a new GCP Cloud Architect. If you have recently finished your Google Cloud Architect certification and you are heading to a new role in your career, this video is for you. So let's see what are the three important or useful GCP resources which every cloud architect will use in or her day-to-day activity. Let's get started. The first resource, gcp.solutions. So this is a website where Google Cloud Solutions reference architecture are mentioned. This is an official material from Google, so you can definitely rely on this resource. So every time when you play a role of a cloud architect, what is the important thing? Writing or creating architectures. Instead of you creating architectures from the scratch, use this as your reference material. Use this as the base and try to build a customized reference architecture for your requirements. Say for example, if you're more into uh, infrastructure modernization, maybe more into networking related stuffs where you wanted to get some kind of an architecture which can help you to build high availability NAT. So just click on that and you should be able to get the necessary architecture. Now, if you don't want, if your requirement is not towards infrastructure modernization, but it is more towards machine learning, you have to build something on that sort. Look for the closest one which matches and go for it. So here you see lots of components are there. There is data flow, there is Google Cloud Storage, there's BigQuery, lots of components are there. Start using this or use this as a reference architecture and build your customized architecture. So this plays as your base when you want to build architecture. So this is the first useful resource which you can use. The next resource. So if you see this architecture, before going to the next resource, if you see this architecture, most of the components which you want may be available here. But say for example, there's one specific component which is not there. For example, you wanted to include containerization, meaning you want to include Kubernetes in this architecture. So if you quickly see, I don't find Kubernetes there. So you need to include that. So first for that, what you need to have? You need to have the Kubernetes icon. So for that, just search or Google GCP icons. You will get an official link, which is nothing but cloud.google.com/icons. So you get nice high resolution images. Again, this is an official material. You can go use it. Say for example, if you want to download it, just click on this PNG files. It's a zip file, and once you download it, you should have a content like this. And simple, you just go into compute, and once you go into compute, you will get your GKE, Google Kubernetes Engine. You should be able to you get it in two flavors, .png, .svg. Now, sometimes, right, many existing architectures, they would have already be using some of the icons, and for simplicity reasons, the architect would not have put the name there. For example, this is a better way of putting the architecture, meaning this icon is basically it is doing the purpose of an ETL, but the service name is data flow. Sometimes to have a space constraint, they may not put data flow there. So if you are new to that role and you wanted to know what is this icon stands for, a simple trick is using this icons. What can you do is make sure you download this icons. Simply put a search here like PNG. Just do that. You should get those icons there. And say for example, if it's an icon which you are not very much familiar, for example, traffic director, which was recently introduced, you can see the icon, how the icon looks like. So this could be a useful resource. And another useful resource is based on the platform. If you are using Microsoft Office 365 or G Suite, you get slides and PowerPoint. So if I just open this, you will see it provides you icons definitely, and it also provides you additional reference architecture which may not be available here in gcp.solutions page. You can get few more additional architectures, and I wanted to show you a real example of how much people are using this page is, you just look at this. 82 people currently are viewing it. So this is a Google Slides which is made public. You can just download it. I usually what do is, because it's only read only, I create a copy to my Google Drive and start editing it. So this is how I use most of my architectures. So this is the second resource. Now they gave a architecture requirement. You wrote the architecture with the help of the reference architecture from gcp.solutions, and you also took some icons, added those icons. You have a nice working architecture. Now, what's the next step? They may ask you as a cloud architect to show a proof of concept, do a POC. Now, if you were to do a POC, you should never start from the scratch. Start writing the configuration or write some Terraform scripts or any networking details, or maybe write a Python code. You should never start it from the scratch. Rather, rely on an official source, which is github.com/Google Cloud Platform. So this is an official GitHub page from Google Cloud Platform. Go here and look for what material you want. For example, if your project is more towards IoT, just search for it and you'll get tons of materials on that. Or if it is more towards BigQuery, some kind of data warehouse opportunity is what you are trying, just search for it. You'll get nice examples, working examples, use it. So that's another useful resource. This is the third resource. Use the GitHub page. So those were the three useful GCP resources which I wanted to share for a new Google Cloud architect. So hope the video is helpful. Thank you for watching.